Hello my friend, and welcome back to your daily dose of Broodwar. We've got a very special game here for you today. We've got SOULKEY in the top right hand corner versus Flash down here in the bottom right. This replay was sent to me courtesy of Dude Nerd. It's been a while since we've had some Flash replays, but I've been kicking around a little bit. I'm not sure exactly when this game was played, but SOULKEY, #1 Zerg in the world right now. It's going to be awesome to see how he fares against Flash, who's not been super active recently. I believe that's due to an injury to his wrist. We know that he's been dealing with that for quite a long time. He's had multiple surgeries and that, so definitely understand. Also, there was that controversy as well with the crypto stuff. If you want to know more about that, I've got a video on my channel kind of detailing everything that happened. But I digress, guys. We're going to get into this ZVT, and we've already got a 12 hatch here from SOULKEY. We're going to have some pressure coming out of Flash. He's going to scout first. He might go for like a little bunker or something like that, try to put on some pressure. Second supply depot coming here. Does he just decide to immediately throw down the command center once he's seen this? Looks like he will produce one Marine. It's not actually essential to produce this Marine. You don't have to make this Marine in this situation. You can see clearly the spawning pool is not done. We could just go immediately down here, build a command center, and then start that Marine. We would have to deal with this drone though. Harassing the SCV, building the command center. So he does actually build a couple of Marines here, and he's going to continue to build Marines, which signals to me that he's got some sort of pressure that he wants to try. He's only revealing the one Marine though, as you can see, pushing away the Overlord here with the first Marine, hiding the second Marine down here. SOULKEY, he cannot see this little pathway here, so he can't actually know whether or not Flash is just continuously building Marines or not. So that could come into play here a little bit later. It's like he's gonna try and come down. He's really trying to get this information here, and the SCV in the main base actually has a lot of HP left on it. So Flash doing a good job of avoiding these lings. As I say that, he takes a bunch of damage, but he's been able to see the layer timing here. He sees how many drones, and he's got some pretty good information right now. Now, 2 more sets of lings are being produced because we see 4 Marines moving across the map. This one Marine is staying at home. Did he actually get vision of this? I'm not sure. I don't think so. He's back at home producing drones right now, and these 4 Marines are going to walk right up in here and start to deal some damage. These drones are completely trapped here. Looks like he's going to try and fight with the drones, but 2 have already gone down. A third one going to be targeted there. Beautiful target firing by Flash. I don't think he gets any more than this, but he is delaying the mining. Oh my god, looks like these drones actually got kind of stuck here, and he's gonna get another one. Oh man, this is looking bad right now for our Zerg player. Was that 4 or 5 drones losing their lives? Just 4 Marines putting on that pressure. That's brutal damage here, and we've actually got quite a few lings produced as well. There's 4 more Marines out here. They're kind of threatening to move forward. This ling was on a scouting path to make sure that there wasn't more Marines coming. And yeah, indeed, those Marines are going to head on back home. We've got the hatchery coming up here. I'm surprised that SOULKEY can afford this extra hatchery, just because, you know, we have lost so many drones here, and the gas is looking quite late. You can see the spire is already almost done. You really want to throw down this gas. Around 200 health on that spire. So some significant delays here. He did kill 4 Marines, but definitely Flash coming out the better, taking that trade a lot better than SOULKEY here. And SOULKEY just gonna back away with these links. He's keeping an eye on how much is moving out here. He will need sunkens. 1 sunken is going down. We start the +1, but no mutas have been started just yet. There we go, building lings, all lings here. So 6 pairs of lings. That's 12 lings that are about to pop out, and he might be looking to surround this. I'm gonna run in here and deal a little damage. Fire bats are out though. Wow, did those fire bats like miss or something? How did they do no damage to these lings? These lings are still all very healthy. And we're gonna have a pincer attack come in. Maybe he can surround and kill this marine medic ball, but Flash sees the lings here. He sees the one sunk and he decides, no, I just need to get back home right now. He's gonna stim, run forward. Here comes the lings. Lings not doing too good right here at the top. Some flanking lings though actually getting some good damage on these marines. He kills quite a few of them, but trades out a very significant number of lings. I think that was 13 lings for maybe like 4 or 5 marines. Not hitting the best around there. This doodad here in the middle really causing some trouble there for SOULKEY. Brilliantly played here by Flash so far. He's really walking that fine line in TVZ that's so hard to do. Kind of balancing on a razor's edge here and eking out some really good damage in this early game, slowing down SOULKEY and giving himself a position with which to push forward in this game. We've already got the factory started here, so the transition is coming. He's gonna have to hold these mutalisks though. Good job putting the marines here on the high ground. I like this lineup of turrets here, but you can't really mine your gas very efficiently. The marines or the SCVs will not go between this. If you put the one turret up a little bit, one square, then they can actually go between this. So that's something to keep in mind. Quite a bit of damage here from these mutas, killing off a lot of SCVs. However, all these mutalisks are now damaged. Look at the health on all of these. They are pretty darn low. And the 3 barracks play, you don't usually see 3 barracks. You either see 4 or you see 2. But 3 barracks here are going to be brought out by Flash, and he's going to have a significant number of Marines pushing forward. Maybe an unexpected amount of Marines coming out here for Flash. We'll see how he can deal with this because a lot of his mutas are very low. He's got 2 sunkens here at the front. He's going to take a 3rd base here just now. So kind of a late 3rd here. More mutas are going to come out, and he's going to continue to harass now. Uh-oh, these guys are getting over towards the natural. SOULKEY gonna have to pull his mutalisks back in order to deal with this. Just 2 sunkens not gonna be enough to hold this force off. We have +1 here. Yes, +1 is done on both sides. So this is kind of the power spike for SOULKEY. This is when the mutas are the best. Ooh, getting a little supply block there, I guess. Building 4 overlords at a time. Not the greatest, but SOULKEY gonna come in here, start to hit some of these turrets, slowing down the science facility as well, killing off more and more SCVs. Still has not taken this base in the top left, so very, very slow on that expand, but he's doing a pretty good amount of damage. He's even gonna start to take out turrets here now that he's got the full group of 11 mutas. With that +1, 2-shotting those turrets is a possibility. He's going to start to really ravage this economy now. We're dropping down quite significantly in that SCV count, but still a good number ahead. 10 SCVs above the Zerg right now. It's not really able to mine from the natural, but continuing to add on turrets. He knows how difficult this position is right now for SOULKEY. He just doesn't have much to follow this up. He's getting a Hydralisk Den, so he will eventually get to Lurker. But he does not have that 3rd. That 3rd base, really important to get that going here. He just has not started it. Maybe a lapse in attention or something. Maybe he thought that started. I don't know. He's just continuing to kind of micro everything. Oh, God. That's not good. He was trying to keep those mutalisks back there so that they could heal up a bit of their HP, but he loses 2 of them. It's getting baited in. That's unfortunate. It's really sad to see when, like, some of the worst games I've ever had is when I'm doing harassment here and I pull my mutalisks back and then I go back for a macro round and like 1 turret shot flies out and hits them and then they go, oh shit, I'm being attacked, and they all attack into the natural and just die. And I lose my entire Mutalist group and the game. Now coming in here to the main base. Oh boy, not a lot of defense here. Great irradiate though. Kind of a rough split there for SOULKEY. He's gonna fly through now. Too bad there wasn't a big group of Marines here. Most of them are actually in the natural, so he can't capitalize on that, but not a lot of defense down here. Really focusing on the natural for most of that defense. A couple of fire bats up here. They're waiting for the hatchery to finish so they can try and deny that or pick that off. He's actually sending a ton of Marines out here on the map right now. We've got a tank. He actually picked off the tank there. I saw that tank for a second, but he definitely killed that. So killing a tank is pretty huge. It really takes the wind out of the sails for the next fight here coming out of Flash. Flash getting his +1 armor going right now, and Mutas are heading back to try and stop this attack from coming in. He's actually catching a lot of these Marines and slowing their progress so they can actually be cleaned up by the Mutas, but quite a few of these Mutas do go down. A lot of low health Mutas right there, and this base is going to be denied. Oh god, this is not looking good for SOULKEY, man. You really need this third base. It's already so late. He just doesn't have it though. 5 lurkers gonna run up towards the front here. I am super impressed at how well Flash is doing here against SOULKEY. You know, it's not easy to pull one over on the best Zerg player in the world, but he managed to get out with those early Marines. He managed to put on that pressure, get those early kills, and he's just not let go of that lead since then. 1 lurker here in the top left, plus some Mutas trying to pick apart these Marines, and actually a lapse in attention here is going to allow him to do so, pick off those a couple of Marines there and really limit the power of this group. Now going to take this base, which is much harder to hold, and he may end up having to go into just Hydra. Oh, Greater Spire on the way. I thought he might be going into like a Hydra Defiler game, but no. Oh, could get one. Nice job there. SOULKEY picking off one of these science vessels is huge. Got a full line of sunken colonies here and only 1 tank. So, okay, second tank actually does arrive here. So 2 tanks will break through this pretty darn fast. SOULKEY's gonna have to make a move here. And look at this. He's got everything spread out. He's making Guardians right now, but I don't think you have the time to wait for the Guardians to finish right now. You've got to make a move here, SOULKEY. ASAP, a Defiler pops out, but the Consume upgrade is not done. It's gonna die before the Consume finishes. Oh, that's so painful. Oh, definitely can relate to that. So rough here. Not able to get that Consume and move forward here. Looks like all the Sunkens are gonna go down, so he's gonna dive ahead right now. Gonna try and go after this natural. Looks like one of the Sunkens, or one of the science vessels is gonna go down, but these Guardians from the rear are gonna clean everything up. He's just gonna do as much economic damage as he can to SOULKEY right here, right now. Even picking off this extra Defiler is huge. That really limits the counterattack potential here from SOULKEY. He's killed so much, but we do have Guardians on the field. Guardians, very, very strong. And most of the science vessels have been picked off. He would really love to go for this counterattack here with a Defiler, but he just needs to wait for another Defiler to pop out. It's very, very slow right now, and the tanks are moving out on the map. This is not looking good for SOULKEY. He lost way too much economy, down to just 16 drones. I think Flash has outmaneuvered him in this game. The Lings are gonna die. The Guardians just don't have any cover here. The Lurkers are coming back, but maneuvering around these Lurkers was really the play right now. Getting here on the other side so he could cut these Guardians off and, you know, kill them before they can get over here. Oh, he's gonna lose a science vessel, though. Losing the science vessel is really rough. Oh, my God, he got it. Oh, that's so big. Oh, my God, the first 3, the first 3 Defilers never even got to cast a spell. Are you kidding me? One Wraith gonna come out here and deal with that one single Guardian. These Lurkers are getting some really serious damage here, but all of them except for one has been cleaned up, and there's just way more production here for Flash. He's got way more income, way more production. Really SOULKEY needed to end this game with that army he constructed, with that Guardian force. He really needed to win right there. But he just hasn't been able to get a Defiler on the field and cast the spell. It's crazy how well Flash has managed to kind of subvert that plan and outdo this amazing Zerg player. Going after this Defiler once again. He really needs an Overlord over here, although it takes so long. You know, the Defiler has quite a bit of armor, and you've got almost no damage coming out from that Wraith. However, we do have some Fire Bats, some Marines to come and push this away. Does manage to hold on with just one single Lurker under this Dark Swarm, but it's a very desperate situation right now. He even kills the Defiler once again. We do have one more Defiler here and a Dream right now. Oh my god, SOULKEY's trying to re-drone. I guess he feels like, hey, maybe I can hold on until Flash doesn't have any minerals left. That might be the way to go. We're gonna go ahead and get this third base online, but the time it takes to re-drone right now, he's not building fighting units, so he has to hold on with almost nothing. And we've got a force moving up here towards the top left, which could do a lot of damage. Looks like Lurker gonna get some kills here because these Marines are very, very low. Oh, gets a lot of kills, actually. That's pretty good. Looks like these Marines might be able to block this. Yeah, he did block that. Had the Lurker been up here on this high ground, I think he might have been able to save this third. Oh, never mind. GG. Flash comes up from the right-hand side. He moves around that army, and yeah, in those super scrappy situations, you can't be caught making a round of drones. He was trying to re-drone. He's trying to get back up into this game economically, but Flash, he just had so much pressure coming out constantly. You really needed like a Dark Swarm here in the natural with a couple of Lurkers there to force Flash to just kind of sit back and wait, and then you can pump out a few drones. And then you can start to get back into your production. But Flash hits that perfect timing right in between when SOULKEY is re-droning and before he gets more army out. And those Defiler snipes were amazing. Guys, thank you so much for watching. This is a great game. I got some more Flash videos for you as well. So those will be coming out very soon. So make sure to subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button as well. And I'll see you guys in the next video.